They don't know my name. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. They say
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Denver Broncos. They're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun, buying time to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 45-yard line. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
He's brought down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd and 7, Jackson steps away to his left. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Over the middle, complete. That's Ingram. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
8-yard pickup.
It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Brought down.
Well, he had success earlier in the drive, keeping it himself. Not here, though.
And sometimes when you have that kind of success, you can fall in love with the option a little bit too much and not give the defense credit for making adjustments themselves. And that play starts to lose its effectiveness.
That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
The 13-yard line.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Ingram. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
The ball carrier.
The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and 2. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down. First and goal from the 3. They'll look to run with Ingram. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
And he's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. We're scoreless after 1.
With no score.
Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2, as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Now it's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Nick Boyle, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0.
Good. Makes the score Ravens 7, Broncos nothing. Justin Tucker to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Block, and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Locke. Got Gordon open, completes it. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
On 2nd down now. It's Gordon, and he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That was a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Clock now on first down. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Everson Griffin on the sack, taken to the 4th round back in 2010. What a steal. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Shotgun snap to Locke. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Locke. Sends up the screen to Gordon. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now it's Ingram. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And he's going to keep it here. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
11 more on that one, and another first down.
Baltimore.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
24-yard gain on the play. And the Raven first down.
Jackson on first down. Being chased out left. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Touchdown.
Lamar Jackson, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. As the Ravens push further out in front. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with a touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football. and open up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Let me breathe for a minute, man. Let me breathe for a minute. Let me breathe.
Working with a 2nd and 3. Here's Locke to throw. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 19 yards to pick up there and move the chains.
10 at the 49-yard line.
Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. He'll fire one downfield for Fant. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Locke able to get this to Gordon. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. Now Locke again. He's going to let this go for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I like what they did there because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used the slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
And problem spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And how about that for just running out the clock? That good for 22 and a 1st down.
Down by Vaughn Miller. A gain of 22 yards. 1st down, Ravens.
So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this 2nd half as they trail, and we are back underway. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. A run with Lindsey out of the gun. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
Tackled by Ndamukong Suh. A gain of a yard on the play brings up 3rd and 4.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Block working out of the gun. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
But coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Ravens, they'll take over
at their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Yeah, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. 4 yards remain for second down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Andrews. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
3rd down.
They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
He's brought down
9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown.
Jackson's pass.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
On the pickup.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
And a Raven 1st down.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 46. This time Jackson will throw it. They'll roll him out right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson, quick slant to Brown. And he gets it down to the 32. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. On 1st down, Ingram. Stops short of the 25, but that second effort got him a couple extra. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Again, they'll run with Ingram. And he'll be down close to the 1st down marker as he gets this to the Broncos' 20-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Credit the sack to Von Miller. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe. It's too hot, drop the top off the wagon. Lay back, fire, man.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Down at the 20-yard.
As we get late in this one, is altitude a factor for a visiting team in Denver? Is that something that's overplayed?
No, it's real, and I know a lot of the visiting teams like to downplay it because they don't want to get into the heads of their players, but you can't avoid it. As soon as you get to the locker room, you get to the stadium, they always post it in there. Welcome to Denver. Altitude 5,280 feet. The air is rare.
That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
Loss of 2 yards. Brings up 4th down.
Here's Justin Tucker now for the Raven field goal try. This to make it a 3-score game late. And that hits off the left upright, and it caroms away, no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound, Brandon, no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. He'll find Lindsey here. And he'll get nothing out of that one. Call it no gain there on the first down play. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Locke. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now they run from the gun with Gordon, and he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Gordon, the ball carrier.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From midfield, here's Locke to Gordon out left. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. He's got the tight end, Vanette. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 14-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Locke. Rolling to his right. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Tavon Young. This spot in the fourth quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
They'll try to run some clock with Ingram. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11. at the 21-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Jackson, normally being a big-bodied receiver, plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off near the 32, and he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Broncos, nothing.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 21-0.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
On the return. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse as they trail here starting this drive 1st and 10 in the 4th quarter. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Throwing again. Lock. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Lock going to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he's got some space here. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. Sliding out of the pocket. His throw caught at about the 5. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Tucker with the extra point, and it is 28-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Check 48's the mic. Check 48's the mic.
Now Locke. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
Do what you do.
Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
48.
They look to throw. It's Locke. And this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining.
Incomplete.
He was looking to go back to Sutton there, and now it's 3rd down.
Get that ball. 48 the mic.
Locke now to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's picked off at his own 46. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line.
The Ravens. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Jackson. Steps away. He'll run it. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So the lanes continue to be there for Lamar Jackson to run that football. That his 2nd touchdown run of the game.
You know what I would like? I'd like for us to be able to go into a defense's room after playing Lamar Jackson and watch the tape and see how much of a lane was really there and how much he created just through his talents. In any event, Lamar Jackson finds the end zone, doesn't he?
He always seems to, but that's a good point. We sometimes put blame on the defense. Maybe we just need to praise Lamar Jackson a little bit more. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
But if you know, you know. That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, now Locke, he lost the football. It's out. And this will be recovered by the offense, but it will be of little importance now as time has expired here in this first half. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Ravens, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for Denver, things aren't looking good. It'll be an